I started this piece earlier today. I was walking down the aisleway, saw this little furry owl, and I just had to have it. This is my little outdoor snow in a vase, but I've got a beautiful urn boat on a footed base sold here. We got it packed with the Sahara foam, my little fuzzy owl. I've got this beautiful ribbon here. It's a 4-inch and it's birch branches. And the ribbon, I didn't really make a traditional bow. It's more of a vegetative design on this one. So I just kind of have the ribbon meandering through. I did add some extra tails in the front, again with a dove cut. I've got several loops going on the front, a lovely little sitting area. But I've taken the owl, again, using that hairpin technique that I did earlier with the wire. I have sat him on top of the Sahara dry foam, and I just pinned back and forth. So when you pin back and forth like this, you're creating more of a lock. It's not gonna let go quite as easily, versus if you have just your pins going in this angle and all of a sudden it gets pulled this way, those pins are gonna come out right away. So when you lock them together at two different angles, you're gonna create more of a lock. So I did that on his little feet. He has little claw feet, like a little owl. Did that in several different spots. And I've taken my ribbon, gone again, took my 18 gauge wire, quick loop around it, glued it in, just so that I have different loops and not necessarily a bow. I took some natural looking permanent botanical branches. They're totally posable, they're all wired, which is great. And then I also took these beautifully glittery flocked loveliness here, and I just spread them out, and I worked one stem within it just to add and carry the snow feel up to the top. But I also wanted to have a little bit more texture and difference and variety of branches up at the top to help draw your eye into different spaces. This would be great for an entry table, a sideboard, somebody's fireplace. If you have a big enough fireplace, big old holiday picture, a mirror, kind of framed out where I'm standing would be great. These poinsettias are amazing. We've got 3 of these beautiful poinsettias here, pointing and leading your way back out to this arrangement. So if you have this on a fireplace, your eye is gonna be drawn across the entire arrangement. But I also have another one here to bring you back in. Heavy focal point right here in the middle. We've got a lovely billowing ribbon. We've got a poinsettia. We've got more of the snow branches broken down and pulled throughout the arrangement just to bring them up and across. And then I'm gonna add in some of these hydrangeas, which are, they're really amazing. It's got that realistic soft touch feel. So I'm actually gonna take these, this is a little bush. I'm gonna take the different pieces of it and snip off just the heads of the flowers. I don't want a whole lot of foliage in here. You can see I have some of the different branches that have that the frosty eucalyptus that has some snow on it. We've got the frosty florals down here at the bottom, and I'm going to tuck these in and base out what's here already. And it's just a really nice, clean, bright white. You notice our ribbon has a little bit more of an ivory tone to it, and that's okay because we do want to have a little bit of a different tone in this. Otherwise, it's gonna be a very flat arrangement. So having that different tone in there really helps. Now you can see the back that I've got the hydrangeas going on over here. I've got a poinsettia here. I have another little element of ribbon going on here. So even the back is still pretty. You always want to design the back. Of course, you're gonna have a focal side, but having it finished is key. I'm gonna add in some succulents just because I love them and they have that gray frosty tone to them. I think it's gonna be a nice little element to pull in some of the eucalyptus tone that we have. And again, another texture, another element, another shade. Having a holiday party, you wanna add some fresh florals into something. How are you gonna do that? This is a completely permanent botanical arrangement. You've got the dry oasis, so Sahara oasis product in the bottom. How are you gonna do this? Water picks. They're not gonna last you for days and days and days, but they will last you your entire party. These are the 4-inch pick here. They come in a box of like 1,000. They come in a bag of I don't know how many. You can put your flowers through it. So we're gonna take this and now we're going to add in fresh florals. So you're having a holiday party, you really wanna dress this up, and you're gonna add a punch of red into this. And you're just gonna insert it into the water tube all the way down to the bottom. Water's gonna stay at the bottom longest. You're gonna drink from the top to the bottom. And you're gonna add these in, just give it a nice poke in. So these are fun. We found these as we were walking around. You could always add this in if you really wanted to go for it and just add in a little bit of a flare. You could cut it down and add some little pieces in here and there. Again, it's a hand wrap, so it's got lots of laterals. And you could actually just insert and give that really light, wispy feel to it. These are really fun. We found these walking around earlier today. It was great. So you can see adding just some fresh florals in with this really changes it in such a strong, high contrast. It's just very stunning. We actually had some pieces that we kind of prepped to go with this. It pulls in the silver as well. It's a really cool piece. We just took some ribbon that we had that matched it. It's got the silver that matches the boat. It's got some wood elements in the bottom here. You could do some candles with this. So one of them, we actually added some extra greenery to it. We added the same ribbon to tie it all through. And not everything has to have flowers on it, not everything has to have greenery. Large candles everywhere. So lots and lots of elements you could do with these. But you can kind of see how this whole little ensemble plays out really, really well together. So you could really just go crazy in here. I mean, all of this, I was just walking through the aisles and we've tied each piece through together. So now you've got a whole fireplace set up here within one location. Adding some ribbon, adding some extra foliage and greeneries. These are all super elements that you could change out very easily. Change the ribbon on it, do fall leaves. I know it's Christmas, but when you invest in a piece like this and you want to be able to change your house a lot, you want to be able to change stuff. You want them to be able to know that they're investing in a piece that they can use over and over and over again. So fall ribbon, fall leaves. You can do a swag on the front of this with fall leaves. Do another boat, another container that's maybe got copper with fall leaves. And now you have a whole nother look, only changing out the centerpiece. Something they can store, you can refresh year to year, maybe pull out a couple things, change out. It's very striking to the eye. You walk into a house and you see this sitting on a table with a big mirror behind it, and you've got this sitting on it, you can't go wrong.